Okay, Tuesday, 30th of July, 2024. So, Travel Tuesday, explore. My vlog, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Now, story time. Going to the furthest west, east, north, south, and highest and lowest points in the UK. So, it's a story here, really. So, this story really begins in, I'd say, September 2014, when I went on a bit of a road trip from this Birmingham, the centre of England, all the way down to Penzance, Cornwall, Land's End. I had this idea, I thought that's the furthest south place in the UK. It'd be so cool to go there. And I went there. A few days staying here. I remember the place, forgot the name, whatever else. Great. And then I had this idea, I thought it'd be really cool to go to the complete opposite end, the furthest north in the UK, John O'Groats. Now, that idea wouldn't come into fruition for another 8 or so years. July 2021. So 7 years odd. Yeah. So, yeah, 7 odd years. So, and I went on a road trip. I had a plan for a road trip to go to John O'Groats via, again, Birmingham, up along the UK, through the Lake District, towards Glasgow, stay there for a few days, along the west coast of Scotland to the north, John O'Groats, down by Inverness, towards Edinburgh, Newcastle, back home. 2,000 or so kilometres over the course of 2 odd weeks. But I spent a lot of time in Glasgow. I spent a few days in Edinburgh. I spent maybe 5 or so days driving around around Scotland as well, through nature, through the highlands, through the countryside, sheeps on the road, lakes, rivers, rocks, hills, mountains. There was one place I remember in the Highlands. I'd love to know where it was on the map, but there was just me in my car, a single lane road, just a basic road, tarmac and all that, just road. And on the horizon, as far as I can see, just green, grass, lakes here and there, and on the horizon, mountains, just hilly mountains, or you can kind of see above them, and you can just see hills and hills and hills and hills into the distance. And I was on a bit of a hill, so I had a bit of a view of the area. And at that point, it was scary in a sense of this is nature, this is awe-inspiring nature everywhere. But also at the same time, at that point, that place and that point, it felt like, yeah, the earth's flat. Because as far as I can see, it's just grass, hills, grass, hills, grass, hills. And that's it, all in front of me. Bloody hell, nothing else. That's it. And driving through the countryside is great fun. I remember a few people were telling me about, I remember going to Annan on the border. A few people were telling me about this road near Applecross in the mountains. This 11-mile road, thin, winding roads, hairpin turns up the mountains. They're saying it's dangerous and scary, whatever else. So I was thinking, oh, okay, right, let's go for it. A few days later, I can't remember, a week or so later, whatever, after that conversation, I got to it, far northwest of Scotland. Got to it, easy stuff, easy drive. In the summer, obviously, July, easy stuff. It was just easy, just fun. And fun, driving always been fun. And I got other side of the mountains, and I had no reception as well. So that mountain path was supposedly dangerous. There's a sign saying, not for amateurs and not for the winter. Not in the winter, okay, well, luckily. Okay. Driving it, no real issues. Hairpin turns, no real issues. Straightforward, just be a bit careful, just in general. Thin road, only single file lane, just go, hurry up, whatever. No real issues. 11 miles, easy stuff. Would I do it again? Yes. Got other side of the mountain towards Applecross, and I had no reception. Now, I got a streak on Duolingo to maintain, and back then I was still maintaining it as well. And I was thinking, I'm on this side of the mountains. There's no reception. I got no phone reception, barely anything on the radio. I got amazing reception of like fisherman music from Isle of Skye, I think it is. Shantytown music, perfect reception. Nothing else. So it's 3 p.m. Sun sets at 10. Great. So I just thought, let's keep going. Just keep pushing all around this peninsula. Hour, 2, 3 hours later, other side of the peninsula, back on the main road. Eventually got reception. Continue going. Crazy stuff. Great fun. Great fun. And that's just through Scotland. Get into John O'Groats, great fun, going through Tong, the Cairns, Inverness, staying in the forest, sleeping in the car. Ullapool, sleeping in the car for the first night ever in Ullapool, amazing adventure. And then September 2022, I think it was, 22, I went to Norwich, far east, to East Anglia, towards, I forgot the name, Nessie, I want to say Nessie Point, the furthest east in the UK. Great little place, nice little monument, nice little drive. That part of the UK is very flat. A lot of farmland, flat, straightforward. Norwich, nice place as well. I went to it. Furthest east, very nice. So glad I did it. On the way back towards central England, I went to this forest just south of Peterborough. I forgot what it's called exactly. There's a place there called Home Post. Home Post, H-O-M-E Post. And that is England's lowest point. It's about 10 meters below sea level. Forest. Stale air. Trees. Nothing but wood. No rocks. Very dry as well. But lowest point there. Very strange. Fair enough. Went to it. Nice. Very strange, pale, stale air. Okay. And then a year or so later, I think, or a few months later, I can't remember, November, so I guess November 2022. Yes, November 2022, I then went to, for the first time ever, to Ireland, both north and south. Flew towards Belfast, rented a car, went to the Land's Giant's Causeway in the north, then far east in a little town called Belleek. Okay, Belleek, very nice, far east. Then drove all the way back, Belfast, and a few days later, or a day or two later, went down to Dublin, rented a car, then went to, what's it called again? Blarney Castle. Kissed the Blarney Stone there. Nice. So the furthest north in the island, furthest west in the UK, furthest south, not quite, although actually maybe later on, yeah. On the south coast in Ireland. Amazing, just adventure. Because I saw a random tweet at the time by Max Kaiser, actually, oddly enough, and he mentioned the Blarney Stone. I was thinking, what's the Blarney Stone? What's that? Tell me more. Look into it. Legendary rock that when you kiss, you get good luck. That sounds ridiculously amazing. Let's go for it. Let's do it. Yes. Did it. Accomplished it. Achieved it. Great. Interestingly, the day before, I'm looking at the photo now, actually, the day before I had a half marathon before I went to Ireland. And then a month after Ireland, I went to Budapest. And that's another story for another video, that is, Budapest. And then in June 2022, June 2022, I went back to Scotland again. I went to Fort William, which I went to the first time there. I stayed in an Airbnb. And this time I stayed there in a different Airbnb to climb the mountain. To climb England's tallest mountain, or the UK's tallest mountain. I've also climbed England's tallest mountain, that's in the Lake District, Scafell Pike. But I climbed up the UK's tallest mountain, Ben Nevis, that's it. 2 hours 45 up. I remember, great day, no issues. You could see the path, there was loads of people, 1.4 kilometres, no problems. At one point, there was a field of snow for about 10 metres or so of snow, not very deep, but quite long. And at the top, for about 10 minutes, in June, it was snowing. I remember it was very cold, very unexpected. Yeah. But it was easy climb. Hiking, you could see the path, extremely easy. There were people everywhere. Good day, good weather, maybe a bit cloudy at the top, no real issues. Just walk up the top. And there's a nice lake there. One interesting thing I've realised is, when you go to these mountains, bring some swimming wear, because the chances are you can go swimming somewhere. How cool is that? But I had that general idea, in general, to go to these places before turning 30, along with running a marathon, but that's for another video. I wanted to do it just to say that I've been to all corners of the UK, furthest north, south, east, west, highest, lowest points, just to be travel, to experience, just to go places, go that way as far as I can, go that way as far as I can, that way, just amazing. Just for the adventure. I did a few videos about this in the past where saying that it's this nice puzzle. Travel is this nice puzzle with a definitive result, and it's the controlled stress, which is amazing. It's so much fun. I just love it. It's just great adventure. And there's really well, within reason, there's no reason not to go out in the world and do amazing, exciting things. Go to these places here and there and do these things, furthest east. And I remember back in October 2023, I drove around Gran Canaria. Amazing. And back in April, I drove around Ireland again and Isle of Man. And those are stories for other times as well. But amazing, great fun. And no regrets. I did a video about this as well, actually. Last week's video? Something akin to that, I think. Yeah, last week's video, actually. The one where I said I didn't when I didn't go to Spain. That regret, because the time and money, the money can be recuperated. The experience, the comfort zone expansion, the adventure, the memories, the photos, the videos. That's priceless. Priceless. I'm looking at the picture right now of when I ran the half marathon just before going to Ireland for Belleek and Belfast, and amazing experience. I'm so glad I did that. It's all part of the adventure. It's all part of the adventure, these different places. And there's other things I could tell you here. When there was a bar fight in Annan in Scotland, and Dalbeatty, and going to Moscow and Ayrshire, and Loch Ness and Fort William and Ullapool, that staying there in the first night, in my first time ever sleeping in my car in Ullapool, and going along the north coast towards Tong and getting to John O'Groats. That little place there, nice little calm place, and then going down south and swimming here and there, great weather, and going straight down to Inverness. It'd be nice to go there again, and through the Cairnorms, the mountains. Great adventure. I'm so glad I did all that. I'm so glad I pushed myself and just went for it. Because also, interestingly, after all that, after Scotland, I came back home, and then I realised that there's a place in Wales I want to go, in the northwest corner of Wales. I look at the map. 200 or so miles round trip, 200, 300 kilometers, something like that. And I thought, I could do that in a day. Just, okay, Sunday, next Sunday. I was thinking I would do Scotland, 2,000 or so kilometers. Again, this is July 2021. 2,000 or so kilometers, 2 weeks. But I wouldn't do this place, 200 miles in a day trip. Let's just do it, tick the box, done. And I'm so glad I did that, because that place there, Portmeirion, I wanted to go there again, the second time, since at least September 2010. That was the first time going there, and I wanted to go again. But I was always delaying, hesitating. No, next month, 6 months from now, no. And I just thought, let's do it. This Sunday, let's go. And I did it. Happy, no regrets. Powerful. That's August 16th, I think it was, 2021. Yes, amazing stuff. So yeah, I'm happy, no regrets, and just go for it in life. And that was the whole idea about going to these places, for this north, south, east, west, all over the place. I'm so glad I did it. So happy and so proud of myself, in a sense of like, yeah, how cool am I? How awesome is that? It's things to talk about, things to discuss. A video, for example, experiences, adventures. You just grow. By traveling and exploring, you just grow. It's the process as well, the bureaucracy, logistics, and actually being there. I'm sorting out some things for October, November this year, and it's taking so much effort and time, and this and that and this, and balancing this and doing this and organising and appointments there. Hassle, but the end result is amazing. It's all this priceless adventure and experience, and boom, do something cool. Powerful, powerful stuff. No regrets. And going to these corners of the UK, amazing. No regrets. Doing these things while I can, while I've got time, energy, life, attention, focus, you name it. Health and beyond. Boom. Explore. Travel Tuesday, explore. Yeah. But otherwise, this channel, subscribe for more. Sharing smart stuff, men should know. But otherwise, you will see me tomorrow.